Hey, hey. Hi, guys. Welcome back. All right. Let's go ahead and take a quick peek here at what is the kind of today's topic message, the big message for the 16th of, I almost said August, of January. I don't know why I want to say 16th of August. Um, Gosh, that was weird. We have a King of Swords, a Libra, Gemini, Aquarius. He does have a massive dragon tattoo that covers most of his body. Now, on the 16th of January, we will still be in the year of the dragon because it doesn't change over till the 29th when we go into the year of the snake. But this makes me think that simply also because I wanted to talk about August as well, maybe there is something that has been a wish, a hope, a dream. You notice that his head is in the clouds. You notice that he's, got his bow and arrow, like he's had this plan of some goal that he wants to meet, and it seems like it's heavy on his mind, perhaps something that he set in motion maybe last year, in 2024, maybe right around August 16th. I don't know. Maybe that's why we have, coming up to January the 16th. Maybe that was a specific amount of time or something. But we see that he's still on the outside of where he wants to be. We have an Eight of Swords. Maybe he's been journeying and he still is discovering I'm still on the outside of the castle and the gates are still locked to me, or I'm still trapped and I can't get to where I want to go. I feel like he's being prevented from entering some place that he wants to enter. What is this? Sorry, by the way. Four of Pentacles, Four of Swords. If there is a place this King of Swords wanted to go, it is to the castle, and it is for the purpose of solace, of healing. It is for the purpose of, going someplace where you notice that there's a lot of like outdoor energy here, this beautiful environment. Four of Pentacles can be holding on, holding back, but it can also be like, I almost want to say, because the word ollie ollie oxen free is in my mind. It's like if only he could get in through those gates, then he could begin a real healing process. It could be someplace calm, someplace, bright and green, someplace where there's growth, someplace where there's, I don't know if this is like a goal that he wanted in his life. Like if only I could be able to scrape enough money together to be able to buy a home that would be, somewhere up on a mountainside, but I still don't have the money that would allow me to, purchase something in that area or purchase something that I know exactly where it is I want to be. If this was a person, he, if only I could get something accomplished, I could get back into this person's world, because then we could begin to heal the things that need to be healed. It could just be the two of us. For some reason, he's not there yet. What is preventing him from getting there, or has prevented him from getting there? The Devil and the Two of Pentacles. Either he's dealing with somebody toxic who has got money on their mind, and for every, dollar he earns, they say that they want $2 to be siphoned off of him. There is either his own poor relationship with things like money, but it's about giving money, and we have somebody who's super greedy for it, right? We can't even see, this is a feminine, we can't see her eyes because it's dollar signs. There could be that his big blockage, especially if he wanted to like buy a house or go someplace, it could be that somebody is spending more money than what he's earning, because somebody's really toxic. But this feels like an unfair presence in his life, somebody who's super greedy. I mean, she's even green. This is somebody who could be intentionally like demanding that he give more money. And there could be an angle to it. It could be like, yeah, I know where you want to go. I know what you want to heal. I know what castle you want to go live in. I'm going to make sure you can't. Sometimes the greed for the money is lesser than the reason for the greed, the real motive. And I just comes across like this is somebody who's kind of like, ha, ha, ha. Try it. Try moving on. That'll be hilarious to see. Look at this. We got the Chariot. I feel like there is a very intentional blockage. Look, I don't know if this is somebody who he has a whole family wolf pack with, and it's like, let's make sure that there's a lot more expectations, that there's more people involved in making you stay put, more people involved, more people that, can say you owe them money, more reasons to not move forward. I'm going to move forward, but you're not. I'm going to make sure that I move forward, and me and my family and we're good, but you stay put. That's how this is coming across. So is he thinking about all of this and just acknowledging the reality of it? Or is he thinking about this and saying, okay, let's make a game plan? He's thinking about this because he's going to be very, very, very old and gray before he can ever have what he wants. And what he wants seems to be a lover. And he's picturing the years passing him by. He's going to get older and older and older, and he still is not able to go toward his preferred choice of, life partner. So what does that mean? If you're simply sitting here saying, I still can't, I'm still blocked, I'm still unable to go in and try to heal things, I'm still unable to go and make that choice to be with the lover that I want because I know that I'm dealing with somebody that is always going to play unfair. There's never going to be enough money. What does that mean? We've got an Ace of Pentacles sideways. We got the Nine of Pentacles in the reverse. It's weird because this character could be contemplating the only way to have a new beginning, really, is just stop having enough money for them to take. Like maybe he's thinking about saying, maybe I'll quit. Maybe I'll quit working in some industry. Then I won't have all that money, which means then there's not much more somebody would want with me. They might actually move on if the money dries up. It's like he's thinking about that. If I didn't have financial stability, we've got the Eight of Pentacles in the reverse. Somebody would finally quit trying to take because there would be nothing more for them to take. Is he considering retiring from a career path or something, or making it so that his income goes away? I feel like this is career oriented because of that Eight of Pentacles, because of the Ace of Pentacles, because of the Nine of Pentacles, all the Pentacle stuff, and because the primary focus is the greed of the money. So if the money goes away, he's not going to be of interest. He's not going to be the big fish, which means he's thinking that might finally allow him to be unpuppeted. Let me ask, what is his career path? Actually, let's change decks. Can we see more about who he's been, what he's been doing, specifically as it pertains to the realm of finances? It says waiter, attendant of hospitality, steward, cleaner. Now, we could apply this term in a lot of different ways, right? Working in the service industry can mean many, many, many things. Sure, we could be in a restaurant, could also be, attendant of hospitality, could be, let's say, an airline steward, right? Let's say a bartender, let's say, in this case, it also says cleaner and steward, attendant. I keep thinking airline attendant. This could be a concierge in some, high-end hotel. This could be many different things. Working in an industry of service, though. Okay, and playing the role of, providing some kind of a service to others. And that's why it's so wonderful to go out to a restaurant, because not only is somebody going to cook our food for us, but somebody else is going to bring us whatever we wish for. It's like, I can't believe you're so nice. You're going to bring me, a beverage. I don't even have to get up and go over and make a drink. You'll make it for me and bring it to me. That is the most wonderful thing. That's why we tip our waiters and waitresses, because it's like, what an amazing luxury to have somebody else, provide it to us, wash the dishes, take away the mess on the table, like all the stuff that we have to do for ourselves every single day. This is the day that we go into a restaurant and somebody else takes care of that for us. And it's such a special gift, it's such a luxury to enjoy. And so we want to thank those people for giving us that joy of being waited on and not having to wash our own dishes for a night. We have guardians of faith, religion, morality, compassion, sacred mission, clergy. I'm wondering if this has been a big belief system that's all wrapped up in this. Like if he's been primed to be someone who is supposed to be of service, He could come from a strong religious background or spiritual background where there's like, a set of expectations that this is what you do. You are a provider. You serve your community. If you've ever had any relationship at all, or if you were married before, there are expectations of what you provide to your spouse or partner. Even if you're no longer espoused to them, there could be a lot of like, I'll say, expectations placed around them. But I think what they're realizing is, I mean, honestly, it looks like this person is looking for a loophole, because although it's well and good to have, standards, and this is an altruistic thing also to say, I want to be of service to those around me. Working in the service industry is an absolutely honorable, amazing thing, and a hard work also. And this is a character who is perhaps, really believed in following through with what the expectations have been. However, in those expectations of being kind and being of service and maybe providing for, a spouse or an ex or whatever it is, I'm not sure that it also had the footnote or the, clause in there that said, but by the way, if there is like somebody who is manipulative, and I'm sorry, this is somebody this is a specific character who's behaving in a very greedy way for the sake of creating distress for this King of Swords. This is not an okay situation. This is where there should be a clause in the beautiful altruistic expectations that, on the other hand, you don't have to keep serving somebody who is turning you into their doormat and puppet, and you have to be subservient to them for the rest of your days. I think that there should be a clause in there that says very clearly, nobody has to stay with somebody who treats them badly, who, is just out for themselves and views you as a tool that they can wield to get what they want. That, I think this is bad news. This part of this character that our king is dealing with. So I think that he's getting to that point where he's saying, okay, how can I find basically a loophole that says, yeah, I believe in being of service. I believe in following through with my duties. But when I'm dealing with somebody that is this toxic, what is the loophole that gets me out of this? Oh, I know. If I don't have any more of that money to keep gifting to them, that they keep demanding, then maybe they'll relinquish this control and they won't want to deal with me, and they'll leave me alone. If I don't have that kind of cash to give them anymore, because it doesn't matter how many years he works, he's never going to get out of debt from this person. And I don't even know if it's a debt or if it's just the expectation that's backed up with this religious belief or spiritual belief that I have to keep giving, even though the circumstances are, polluted and corroded, and it's not what it seems to be. He's doing well above what his duty would have been to provide, and now he's just somebody's doormat. This is him saying, well, then what if I didn't have any more money? Then I'm not honoring the connection or not honoring what my duties are. It's just that I don't have any more in my pockets to give. So then will that close out this cycle? Will this person let go of me? Will they no longer want to cling to me? Magician, see, he is trying to come up with a plan, and this is a bit of a sleight of hand, right? Channeler of power, potential, magic, illusion, manifestation. It does seem like he is thinking a creative solution around this. Now we could say, well, on the other hand, is he gonna like intentionally like get out of a career path just so he doesn't have that much money to keep paying out? Isn't that like a plotted out, thought out thing? And it's like, well, perhaps, but he wouldn't have to do that if someone wasn't being completely corrosive in the first place. That the problem begins here, not with him. He wasn't trying to shirk things. He wanted things to be fair. He would have handled his responsibilities, except when someone is manipulating that so that there's never going to be any ability for him to breathe or ability for him to move his life forward. He shouldn't be on someone else's, chained in a cage for someone else. So if they didn't behave this way, he probably wouldn't have to be finding creative solutions and loopholes to get himself out of this mess. So yeah, we could judge him for that, but I would say, trying to outsmart the devil is kind of the only shot he's maybe has in getting out from underneath something that is, when the game is stacked against you, you're not going to win by playing fair. You're going to need to step away from the game. And this is the only way he can see to step away from the game that's being played. I mean, I can understand why he'd be choosing that. And not look at him like, oh, wow, what a conniver. I don't see that at all in this. We have the Strength card. Strength card this is somebody who's trying to operate with as much integrity as humanly possible. The Sun and the Nurture of Wands, he sees this as, this is it. This is my plan. I worked really hard and I got nowhere playing by somebody else's rules because they keep changing the rules on me. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to quit playing the game. I finally have the strength to say, I know what I'm doing and I know why. I'm going to be free of this. I'm going to go ahead, even if it means me stepping away from a career where I was making good money. It's the only way I'll ever be able to step away from this entire thing, this person who always wants me for the money that I bring in. And they soak it up before I can even put any money aside and move on with my life. He has decided this is his break for freedom. He's convinced this is the best route. And yes, he may be wanting to be with some feminine that he sees as a Queen of Wands, but he's quite determined. So he's making a plan on the 16th of how to exit a very unfair situation. 8 of Swords. He's making a plan on how to get out of this, like I said, this jail cell that he's been confined in. 5 of Swords. And he's been really mistreated in this too. This masculine has been belittled. He has been treated poorly. This has been a very ugly situation. And with that 4 of Swords, he's determined that this is something he can get beyond, even if this person is more angry at first that he is. I mean, he may say, look, I'm too fatigued. I can't keep going. So I have to rest. I have to stop doing this career path. He may, and I don't even think it's untrue. I think that the stress of all of this would be a lot. I think that it's going to be, this is Mastery of Cups, which would be a King of Cups. He may have a different way to exit this whole situation and say, I'm going to leave and I'm going to quit being in this career path. I'm going to, go stay with my brother. I'm going to go, stay with somebody else, family member, because I need to rest. And I need to recuperate and I have to rejuvenate myself. And that is a lie. This is his exit strategy, though. Will this work? Action of Swords. Yeah, as long as it's boom, boom, boom. It says that if he exits this, if he ends something, walks away from this, isn't having the same revenue, moves away more swiftly. Yes, there will still be some fallout throughout Year of the Snake, but this is finally shedding the old skin. And maybe he's needed out of a certain career path too. Maybe the career path he was in was really fatiguing as well. And then it was, as long as he stayed attached to a career path and that kept him attached to a person that was super toxic, this could be like everything is getting resolved and he's gaining the freedom that he's needed for a long time from all of it. This actually looks like really good changes, shedding an old lifestyle for him for sure. All right, I'm going to leave that there. Thank you so much for hanging out. Thanks for giving it a thumbs up.